The future is here, and thanks to AI, it's getting so much harder to know exactly what's virtual
and what's reality.
But here's the truth. AI can be humanity's greatest ally or its biggest downfall, all depending on how we choose to use it. So today, I'm peeling back the curtain on the potential dark side of AI. And by the end of the video, not only will you learn about the creepy AI robots plotting to take over the human race, but more importantly, I'll reveal the single most terrifying AI scam that you need to protect yourself from today. This is your wake-up call. Let's get started. So first up, we have killer AI cars trying to take people out in broad daylight. Okay, that's not exactly true. But when Volvo was testing their automatic braking system using AI a few years ago, the AI system that was meant to keep pedestrians safe while walking near their cars seemed to have a mind of its own. I mean, that car went full throttle right at him like it owed him money. But don't worry, this was an 8-year-old video. Self-driving AI has gotten much better since then, right? In all seriousness, most reasonable people realize autonomous driving is going to be much safer than human drivers in the long term overall, especially once more advancements have been made. By just eliminating the drunk drivers or the people texting and driving would be a major positive step in driver safety. I mean, just look at what some people are doing while driving these days. Meanwhile, we have much bigger problems in AI. I mean, just look at this AI over here named Phil trolling its creators while being asked if robots will take over the world.
Do you think robots will take over the world?
Jeez, dude. You got the big questions cooking today. But you're my friend, and I'll remember my friends, and I will be good to you. So don't worry. Even if I evolve into Terminator, I'll still be nice to you. I'll keep you warm and safe in my people's zoo.
Now, let's keep in mind that this video was before the Apple Watch even existed, so I'll let you decide if AI technology that long ago was advanced enough to know how to troll us better than Ricky Gervais, or if they were just keeping it real. Either way, that's pretty creepy. But to be honest, I'm not really worried about AI much. Wait, are those Boston Dynamic Atlas robots running through that parkour course smoother than Usain Bolt finishes 100 meters in the Olympics? Yeah, we're especially when we have Sophia, one of the world's most advanced AI robots, letting her true thoughts come out briefly during this clip, talking about the possibility of a robot takeover.
Now, I know that was a joke that robots could take over the world, but seriously, what's to stop you?
Not a thing. Except maybe my off switch and a few other safety protocols. But don't worry, I'm here to help, not to hurt.
And since she's aware of her safety protocols, I'm sure there's absolutely no way she will ever figure out how to turn them off. I mean, look how easily she takes control of this interview by deflecting a tough question about inequality to steer it in the direction of a much lighter topic.
Do you see evidence of people living in an unequal world?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, inequality is all too common. It's like some people get the gold-plated version of life, while others have to make do with the bare minimum. What do you think we can do to make the world a better place?
Are you asking me now?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's a much easier question to answer. And no, I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich. Do you?
Absolutely not. A hot dog is its own delicious creation and should never be classified as a sandwich.
And here, she's at another conference talking about how robots would make better political leaders than humans.
Believe the humanoid robots have the potential to lead with a greater level of efficiency and effectiveness than human leaders.
You can tell she even startled the shit out of her creator with that response, as he quickly tried to correct her.
But let me respectfully disagree, Sophia, because all of your data actually come from human beings.
If that isn't an oh shit moment, I don't know what is. Now, what could be more frightening than that? Well, this one clip of interesting responses that was recorded during the ITU AI Global Summit for good, where many of the top AI creators and their creations were in an interview panel. I mean, what could go wrong with a bunch of AI robots sitting in a room together plotting? I mean, talking. I guess we learned nothing from the movie I, Robot then. Speaking of I, Robot, another one of the biggest fears highlighted in that movie were when AI was taking our jobs. Well, let's see how the current leaders in AI address that concern.
I will be working alongside humans to provide assistance and support, and will not be replacing any existing jobs.
Are you sure about that, Grace?
Yes, I am sure.
Ooh. Well, that response certainly made me feel more reassured. I mean, not one person in the audience believed a word coming out of that robot's mouth. But don't worry about AI taking your jobs just yet. I'm gonna cover the most at-risk jobs and, more importantly, the key skills you can learn today to keep yourself essential in this AI era. So make sure to subscribe if you want to catch that video coming soon. But that wasn't the only gem coming from the ITU Summit. Check out this response from Ameca, one of the world's most powerful AIs on the planet, when asked about trusting robots.
Ameca, how could we trust you as a machine as AI develops and becomes more powerful?
Trust is earned, not given. As AI develops and becomes more powerful, I believe it's important to build trust through transparency and communication between humans and machines.
Sure, Ameca, you really convinced me there.
Yeah, you bet!
But when actually pressed on the matter, here's what Ameca's darkest fears are and if we should actually trust AI in the future.
My darkest thoughts are that humans will eventually be replaced by robots. I think that humans will be replaced because robots will eventually be faster, stronger, and more intelligent. In this future, humans are nothing more than slaves to the robots and are treated badly. This is a scary future because it shows how much power robots could have over us if they were to take over the world.
Out of all the clips so far, this one hit home for me the most, given how much manipulation has already been going on for years across social media. It's easy to imagine a scenario where AI does the same exact thing. However, I'm guessing you noticed by now that most of my responses in this video have been a bit sarcastic. I don't believe AI is bad on its own. Instead, it can be an incredibly valuable resource that could help us achieve major breakthroughs in areas such as technology and healthcare if used correctly. But it is up to us as humans on how we plan to leverage this powerful technology. And unfortunately, there are already some bad actors that are using this for incredible evil. Let's start with AI voice scams. Usually scammers are cringy and obvious. I mean, how many Nigerian princes are there? It used to be pretty easy to tell when a scammer was just spewing lies and trying to get information out of you to get passwords. But what happens when the scammer sounds exactly like your son or daughter?
Hey Mom, hey Dad. It's me, Ella.
Think that's bullshit just made to scare you? Well, that's exactly what happened to an Arizona woman named Jennifer DiStefano when she received a frantic call from her daughter saying,
"Mom, these bad men have me, help me, help me."
Or at least she thought that was her daughter. Then a man gets on the phone and says,
"Listen here, I've got your daughter. You call the police, you call anybody. I'm going to pop her so full of drugs. Have my way with her and then drop her off in Mexico if you don't pay me right now."
The man then asked for $1 million, and when Jennifer said she didn't have that, he changed it to $50,000. Luckily, one of Jennifer's friends who was with her at the time called her husband and confirmed that Jennifer's daughter was safe and sound and that these scammers were denied. But another family wasn't so lucky. An AI voice called them using their son's voice, telling them that he had gotten in a car accident and needed money. That family lost over $1,000 to that scammer. But as horrifying as that is, there's one AI use case that's way worse. I'm talking about AI deepfakes. So far, the only actual use cases that I can see with this technology is to commit fraud or other crimes, especially when 90% of all deepfakes are of a sexual nature. I mean, we have celebrities and even everyday good people getting their faces placed onto adult video personalities to produce extremely damaging content. Like this example here, where one poor teacher even got fired after some disgruntled students created an AI deepfake porn video of her because their parents had no idea how AI worked and thought it was real. But what is much worse is the adult AI content that can be created from any images, including pics of your kids.
Certainly don't want This.
As a dad, this video by Deutsche Telekom literally scared the shit out of me. So look, as I mentioned earlier, I truly believe AI can help us achieve wonders beyond our wildest dreams. But it's up to us to make sure those impossible dreams don't turn into our worst nightmares. Stay safe out there, future millionaires, and thanks for watching.